CSS classes and ID. CSS selectors are used to find HTML elements based on their name, ID, class, attribute, and more. Let's just jump into a demo and try to understand the same. We can see here that the element selector selects element based on element name. We can select all the elements on a page and see that they will be center aligned with red color. So this is the CSS is being specified inside the style element, and it is applied to all the elements which are of the type paragraph, since it is being said that all paragraphs have to be aligned center and the colors has to be made red. So similarly, if we see the next example, in this case the ID selector uses the ID attribute of an HTML to select a specified element. This is how we define an ID. An ID should be unique within that particular page, so that the ID selector is used if you want to select a single unique element. To select an element with a specific ID, write a hash character followed by the ID of the element. The style rule below will be applied to the element with ID para1 that we can see here. So this particular ID can be applied below here by the name para1. So we can see here that this particular paragraph which is rendered is being rendered differently. The paragraph is not rendered as that of this. So this is getting rendered in this way and this is getting rendered in this way. The difference is because the para says that again this has to be rendered in a color red and it has to be aligned in the center. The last selector that we would see is nothing but the class selector. So you can see here that the class selector is used something like this. It does not have a hash, but it has a dot. The class selector selects the element with a specific class attribute. To select elements with a specific class, a period character followed by the name of the class has to be written. We can also specify only specific HTML should be affected by the class. Now in this example, all P elements with the class center will be center aligned. So this is how we can specify the classes with respect to the elements. Classes are specified, and this is how it will be applicable differently. So h1, if the class is specified as center, it does not align it to the center and does not color it as red. But however, we see that for P, if the class is specified as center, then it takes care of this particular thing and applies this particular properties to this particular paragraph element.